Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast. This is called The Wonderful World of Learning English. So, my name is Angie Breton. I'm the host for this podcast, and I'm here with Karen Barrera and Suleni Castrillon. So, welcome again, and let's start. Okay, we are here because we want to share with you our experiences in English learning process. So from my experience, I can see that the this important process in English when you already know English. In my case, when I started to study English, I already know English. So I think this process was not difficult because I felt comfortable. I could know some things as rules, grammar before study this, but something that was challenged me was the speaking ability. Why? Because I didn't feel confident with this part, no matter how much English I already know. It's more like to to compare with the reality of my idea and now to make mistake. So I didn't feel good with my pronunciation. So what I did to improve my English was to go to another country. In that country was UK. So in this country, I could improve my conversation, my communication ability because that was the only option that I had to communicate with others. So today I can uh, realize and advise others to have the opportunity to go abroad to the country with the native language is the English. So it's the only way that you can improve this ability because you don't have no option to try to communicate. So the interaction with others one is when you can say your ideas or your feelings uh, cautioned and also with the great or appropriate words. So now I have the opportunity to present my classmate Andrea. So for her, I have a question. So Andrea, can you open your microphone, please? So welcome. And my question is, what was the most difficult part of learning English for you, and how you improve your English?
Hello, companion. Thank you. For me, the most difficult part of learning English was speaking in public and talking with other people in English. I always felt very nervous because I was afraid of making mistakes, forgetting words, or not knowing how to express my ideas correctly. Sometimes I also felt anxious because I thought too much about grades and about what other people could think about my English level. One of the hardest moments for me was during the weekly exchange um, sessions and the debate activities. At the beginning, I thought I was not going to do it well because speaking in English was very scary for me. Uh, During some activities, my nervous betrayed my things did not go how I planned. However, little by little, I started to feel more comfortable and confident. I improved my English by practicing before presentations, reviewing vocabulary and participation in the activities, even when I was afraid. I also learned that making mistakes is normal and part of the learning process. The more I practices speaking, the more confidence became. Now I still feels nervous sometimes, but I feel more capable of expressing myself in English and participating in conversations. And that what my experience and that was my experience that uh, thank you thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for sharing your personal experiences. So, remember, we are here to share our personal experiences. So, after that, we can say some advices, some tips to others that already are in the learning process. So, now is the turn for Karen. The question is, what motivates to learn English and what was the biggest challenge in your learning process?
Hello, Ed. First, I would like to give a brief reflection about my learning process journey. My English learning journey began during my early school years when I had my first basic classes focused on vocabulary, colors, numbers, and simple expressions. However, learning took on greater importance when I entered university and realized that English was not only an academic subject but also a fundamental tool for professional development, access to knowledge and global communication. Since then, I have strived to dedicate more time and effort to strengthening my skills in this language. Along this path, I have faced various challenges. One of the most significant has been a lack of confidence in speaking English, especially due to the fear of making pronunciation or grammar mistakes in front of others. I have also found it difficult to understand native speakers because of the speed of speech and the different accents. To overcome these obstacles, I have tried to practice consistently, actively participate in academic activities, listen to English content, and view mistakes as learning opportunities rather than failures. Um, One of the most memorable experience of my learning has been participating in academic presentation and discussion in English. Although I felt nervous at first, these activities allowed me to gain confidence, improve my fluency, and confident that I was capable of communicating my ideas in another language. Every achievement, no matter how small it seems, serves as motivation to continue learning. On the other hand, answering the question, Angie, I consider my what motivated you to learn English and what was the biggest challenge in your learning process. Well, I consider my English Uh, I have faced various challenges. One of the most significant has been a lack of confidence. Consider this is the more the challenge most big has been a lack of confidence in speaking English, especially the fear of making pronunciation or grammar mistake in front of others. I also found it difficult to understand when other people, for example, native speakers, because of the speed of speech and the different accents. To overcome these obstacles, I have tried to practice consistently active participate in academic activities, listen to English content, and view mistakes and learning opportunities rather than failures.
Okay, Karen, thank you so much. So, uh, here we have to take into account some things that is very functional when we are learning English. Number one is that the process when we are learning another languages is different for everybody. So we cannot compare our process with the other ones. Another thing is normal to get nervous because it's not our first language. So we can make mistake all the time. Not about pronunciation, not only about the sense of the sentence, not about grammar, not about uh, the meaning. It's just because have to happen because we are in the process and we are trying to adapt our brain to get another information, something that we cannot simplify with our simple knowledge. So another options that beginners can take into account is when we are in the process to uh, to get a better listening, not to listening to music only. We need to take conversations with native people because for music or for a book, uh, editors, writers, and singers using another type of English because they need to have a balance with the harmony and the letter of the song, for example, or the story need to have a I don't know to say they need to keep the ideas with another sense of humor, for example. So another tips for that kind of people, the people, sorry, is trying to do the best with a positive mind because if you already before to do the action or the whatever you want to try to do with negative ideas with no disposition, so nothing can work like that. So you need to have time, space, you need to be free, no obligation, no pressure. So that can help you to take a better English learning process. So I have a question for both of you guys. If you know someone so is starting to learning English, so why what can be good advice for you from you for that people or for that person? Who wants to respond first?
I consider uh, well, my advice for people who want to learn English is to practice a little every day and not be afraid of making mistakes. Learning a language takes time, so it's important to be patient and consistent. I also recommend listen to music, watching movies, or reading in English, and try to use the language in everyday situations. Speaking as much as possible is one of the best ways to improve, even if you don't feel completely confident at first. Mistakes are a normal part of learning, and they help you improve. The most important thing is to stay motivated, enjoy the process, and remember that every small step brings you closer to your goal.
Okay, Karen, thank you. So that kind of people need to hard work, be patient, feel free, um, and be yourself. Okay. So Andrea, go ahead.
College, well, my college answer, I would like answer the previously question. Uh, so I got confused and nervous earlier, so I didn't answer your question correctly. I would like answering correctly. While the Suleni thing, the answer, the answer the question. Um, what your question was? What motivated you to learn English, and what was the biggest challenge in your learning process? What motivates me to learn English is the opportunity to communicate with people from different countries and access to more academic and professional opportunities. Since I am studying a degree related to foreign language, English is also an important tool for my future career. I enjoy learning new vocabulary, understanding different cultures, and being able to use the language in real life situations. I consider the biggest challenge in my learning process has been speaking with confidence. At first, I was afraid of making mistakes in pronunciation or grammar when talking to others. Sometimes I knew the vocabulary and the rules, but I felt nervous when I had explained my ideas aloud. However, with constant practice, participation in discussions, and listening to English every day, I have become more confident. I still make mistakes sometimes, but now I see them as a part of the learning process. Overall, learning English has been challenging, but also very rewarding because it helped me grow both personally and academically. Well, now continues Suleni.
If I have know someone who is starting to learning English, I would advise him or her to practice a learning every day and not be afraid of making mistakes. Many people feel nervous when they speak English for the first time, but mistakes are normal and they helps us learn. I would also recommend listening to music, watching videos or movie in English, answering. I learn new vocabulary little by little. Another important the things is to practice speaking. Even if the English is not perfect, because confidence improves with practice. Finally, I would say that patience and consistency are very important. Learning English is a process, and every small steps helps you improve more over time.
Okay, Andrea, thank you so much. So I think this is all for today. So thank you for enjoying with us, and let's see us in next time. Okay. So thank you so much, Andrea, Karen. Thank you very much.
For you, opinion.
Okay. Bye bye.